What's good, YouTube fam? What up, what up, what up? What up? What y'all up to? It's 4:14 a.m. in the morning, yo. I'm chilling. I'm actually on a reset, man. What's good? Man, I'm about to just get right into it. It's been 8 years. It's been 8 years since I've been single. Long, long 8 years. And it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet overall. Um, it sucks. uh, I focus on my work a lot more. You know what I'm saying? You know, but shit suck ass being single, yo. What up? What up? What up? I wish I did have somebody, but everybody fucked up in the world. People dealing with traumas from childhood and shit don't want to grow up. I'm a man, yo. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a wife. You know, I take care of myself. I provide for myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no fucking bum. I have goals, ambitions, dreams. I'm full of energy. I ain't looking for no girlfriend. I'm looking for a wife. And I ain't getting no younger. I ain't getting no younger, yo. So I really ain't got time to play games. hmm What up, y'all? Where y'all at? Man, I'm sitting my crummy ass and well, I ain't crummy. I just took a shower actually. So I'm just chilling really. It's 4 a.m. Just chilling and might do a workout pretty soon. Um shoot. Probably grab something to eat. Probably grab something to eat. Got some water right here. But actually, you know what? I got fruit. I got fruit in the truck, so I really don't need nothing else. Should just do just all fruits today and water. Fruits and water. When I get off the road, I really look forward to doing a water fast. And after the water fast, I would probably do a liquid celery fast. Or you say vegetable, something like that. Good morning. What up? What up? From South Bend, Indiana. Double R, what's happening? It's 7 a.m. Okay, let's go. It's 4 a.m. over here. 4:17. We in California. We in California with it. What up? What up? Where y'all at? Where y'all tapping in from? What you doing, Double R? You at work? Making that moolah? Making that moolah? Saudi Arabia. Peace, my brother. Welcome. Welcome, my brother. Peace. Saudi Arabia in the house. Oh man, that sucks, yo. That sucks. So what do you do for that, Double R? You like on a machine or something, or what you do for like treatment? What up, y'all? Welcome to the room. Hey, what up? What up? What up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, got you, yo. Got you. Man, that Subway smell good, but they closed. Okay, okay. Man, I'm just coming over here for a quick thought. How y'all deal with being single? I've been single for 8 years. How do y'all deal with it? I know how I deal with it. Try to keep myself busy, work. You know what I'm saying? Keep my head in my business. Eventually, I probably will take a step up out of America. No lie, no lie. Never liked it here. Never liked where I came from. I mean, it's a beautiful country, but you know, politics and governments and economy. I know it's better elsewhere. I would love to go to Saudi Arabia and check it out and possibly live for real, but 12 years and keep my eyes on my kids. I know that's right. You're doing right. Keep your eyes on your kids. 1 minute. Keep your eyes on your kids. I wish I had kids, yo. I wish I had children. I don't think that ever happened for me, unfortunately. I wish I did have children. I tried. Yeah. I tried. Some things are not ordained, you know. Some things are not ordained. So I'm a good man, but you know, good ain't enough for women. Being good ain't enough. Being in shape, making money, being business oriented, just being a man with a vision, with purpose, it just ain't enough for women, yo. It's always something they. I'm not a fucking kid, yo. That's what's crazy. I'm not a fucking kid. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a wife. That's what's crazy. I'm looking for a wife. And I just keep running into children, immature children, yo. Like you across the country before I had them. That's what made me get off the road. That's what's up, yo. That's what's up. I wouldn't even, if I had kids, I probably wouldn't be driving for sure. I'd definitely be doing something else, but that's what's up. That's what's up, yo. You a father. That's what's up. I wish I was. No lie. I really wish I was. But women are not family oriented, yo. The modern woman over here in America are not family oriented. They're dealing with traumas. A lot of them don't want to have children. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are masculine and don't want a man. Some of them really do, but you know what I'm saying? They want to be in charge. Like, that shit ain't gonna work, yo. I'm masculine enough. I need something soft. I need something to kind of cool my fire down. Polarities, you know, just be feminine. Just be a woman. I don't know why I gotta ask for it. Like, why do I gotta ask you to be a woman? That should automatically be natural. That took me all the way up into Canada, places of Mexico as well. Wow, yeah, you been all over, brother. Yeah, you definitely got your passport. You've been all over. I have yet to been to Mexico, and I have yet to been to Canada. I've probably been to like maybe 40 states altogether. I know I'm missing a few. Let's see. What up? What up? Welcome in the room, y'all. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm just venting a little bit. That's all. That's all. Just venting. Yeah. But eventually, I'm a. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. You can really be the right package, yo. You can really be the dream guy for real. But when it comes to actually putting in the leg work, they not for real, yo. They really not for real. It's a headache. I'm about to really stop trying. I'm about to really stop trying. Just focus on my business, 100%, and just accept the fact that I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. For real. For real. I really want to be a father. I really want to provide for my woman, but they don't want that, yo. So where does that leave me? Just single and just work till I fucking die, you know? Just take care of myself. But I do dream about that, yo. I do a lot of the things that I do, the credit repair and the businesses and court cases and stuff, because I see people fighting for their kids and family, and I know how important that is to have your family together. When that's gone, that's it. Usually when the family breaks apart, that's it. and I do my best to help young brothers, help young men out there fight their child support, get those dismissed, get shit like that removed off their credit reports. You know, you have a clean slate. Up there. W Wildin. Bro, you forgot her name already. Hey, it be like that sometimes. Yeah, you was just yeah, you was just moving about. You was moving about. You was just testing your skills out. That's what you was doing. You done forgot homegirl name. That's funny, yo. That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, nigga about damn excuse my language, but I'm damn near about to give up on this crazy ass shit looking for a woman. I might have to go over to Saudi Arabia. Might have to go over there. Women that's brought up in the household of marriage, and women that's brought up to be a woman. You know, just be feminine and to respect men. Like if I'm your leader, then I expect for you to listen to what I'm telling you because it's for not only your best interest but for the best interest for both of us. Nobody want no woman that be I don't like men and I want to be the dominant one and bro, that shit ain't cool. I've been there before. Like, no, I don't want that in my life. I want something soft, something friendly, feminine. I want a woman that really wants to be a mother. My man said that was 17 years ago. It'd be like that. I don't know why this camera make it seem like my teeth yellow because it's not. My teeth is not yellow. It's the lighting in here, y'all. It's the lighting in here. Yup. I said 17 years ago. That's what's up, man. I know you got a lot of good stories of being on the road for real. I only been doing it for like 3 years, so I ain't got a whole lot, but I got some funny stories, y'all. I got some. Hey, have you ever hit anything? Have you ever have you ever hit anything? Like, did you damage your truck and keep going type deal, or hit somebody else shit and keep going? I know I made a couple mistakes. I ain't proud of it. I ain't proud of it. Tell you that I ain't proud. I am not proud of it. But hey, you learn from your mistakes. That's the key thing. You learn. You live and you learn. And honestly, shit, I told some stuff up. Told some stuff up. Ooh, ooh wee. All right, I'll tell you all this quick story. I'll tell you one incident. I'll tell y'all one incident. Like, what? YouTube removing my content? What? Well, I just get a notification. What? What I do? Oh man. Why am I get man? YouTube hating on the brother. Oh, they removing my shorts. Mm-mm-mm. I'm from Michigan, yo. I'm from Michigan. I'm from Michigan. But I live out in Nevada now. Well, I had to get out of crazy ass Michigan. Pop man. The economy there suck. In my opinion. In my opinion. For others, you know, hey, do your things. Do 'em. If it works, it works. But that type of environment wasn't working for me. And that environment was not working for me. What you say? Man, it be like that, yo. It be like that, yo. Runaway bins, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, them hills, these mountains are steep, yo. It's very trucking is very dangerous. A lot of people think it's just a fun and game and shit. I'm about to get behind the wheel and stuff like this. This is for real, bro. You pushing a 53 foot, 70 foot tank down the road. You know, like it's not a game. You can die. You can kill people. Yeah, if you're not paying attention, somebody can kill you. Man, it's you got to keep your head on the swivel, especially when you got kids and stuff and really trying to make a family. Then you really got to really start considering just getting off the road and doing something different. For real, Saudi Arabia is strict. They're very strict. Their laws are strict, and they don't play. They don't tolerate no disrespect. That loud talking and everybody there getting money and being successful. Like that's why I want to be around just successful people, a successful environment. That's why I left Michigan and went outside of Las Vegas because I was just surrounded by people that don't have no ambitions. Okay, they from Michigan too. I'm from the Saginaw area. It's like an hour and 40 minutes above Detroit. About 40 minutes from Flint. 45 minutes from Flint. Yep, I'm from the area, yo. I'm from the area, yo. I hate telling people I'm from Michigan. I really do. I really do. Just it's just never been a good experience for me. My entire life, just I never enjoyed it there. I hate it there. I experienced so much shit that didn't have to happen to me, yo. Just because you a kid, so you gotta go where your parents is at and where your family's at. But I just never enjoyed that place, yo. It was horrible in my experience. Like a bad ex. Michigan's like a bad ex to me, for real. No lie. No lie. Good, decent experiences, but overall just fucking suck. He said when the birds go out and you and them hill. Man, look, hey, one thing, I'm a huge fan of engine braking. I stay using my engine brake. I rarely touch my brake. I rarely hit my brakes for real. I'm a huge fan of engine braking. Zoo, I just love the sound of what I'm saying, how the engine be braking. But that's one thing I always kept in mind, and I learned when I first started driving. I first started driving on the mountains in California. I'm like, how do I avoid this? Because I was co-driving, I had a partner in the back, so I'm constantly, so he couldn't sleep, pissing him off. He couldn't sleep, so I'm like, what do I do? It took me a minute to really understand the concept of engine brake because he was telling me like, bro, use your engine brake. Like, I get it now. Like that saves your brakes. That will save you and everybody else on the road. I engine brake, and when I see like them signs, oh steep, 4%, 6% downgrade. By that time, I'm already broken my speed down to about 45 miles an hour. And if I'm going too slow down the hill, then I will gradually increase. But I had to learn, like, bro, you really burning your brakes out. Like my stuff was smoking one time. I'm like, you want to do something different. Break yourself to a comfortable speed. Yeah, even go below the speed limit if I felt uncomfortable. And then as I go down the hill, if I'm going a little bit too slow, then I just gradually increase. Yeah. Okay. I know where you at. Okay. Right on the state line. Okay. Yeah, you learn some stuff. You learn some stuff. You see a lot out on the road. Um, you meet some good people out on the road too. 'Cause majority of truck drivers are just loners. A lot of us are loners. A lot of us realize people ain't shit, and you just rather be by your goddamn self. It's easy to work by your goddamn self. People are liars. They deceitful. Yeah, fuck it. Just stay away from people and make my money, and do my other businesses on the side. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I want some fruit for real. Yep. Yeah, you realize a lot about people, yo. They ain't shit. You can trust a dog before you can trust a human. Yep. It's the truth. It's the truth. I think probably go back to my truck in a few minutes here. Sometimes you don't always feel like being in there, cooped up. Trucking is like camping. Yeah, it's like camping, yo. Yeah, that's what it feels like. You're just camping. Camp. You work in it. You sleep in it. Yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna be up out of this thing, so I can start my own transportation business. Building that up right now. Right now, I can make so much more on my own. Whether it be a box truck, a dry van, or my own semi truck. But I can make a lot more doing my on my own schedule, my own time, and that's what I'm building towards right now, as we speak. So within a few weeks, we should see a change. I should see a change in my own routine, how I'm doing things now. So either one comes first. Either be the sprinter van or the box truck. Yep, sprinter van or the box truck, yo, or both. Work my ass off, scale up, and put somebody in the seat so I can just manage. You know, um, probably get into dispatching as well. I know how to do it. It's just about doing it. So I want to do these lawsuits. I gotta get out this truck. I gotta file some lawsuits against illegal debt collectors. Gotta sue them. That's gonna be an easy $7,000 in state court. That's gonna be easy, easy. Albuquerque, New Mexico, Indian Burial Ground. Man, I love Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's definitely honestly double all it is. All of America is Indian burial ground. Where I come from, Saginaw. Saginaw is an Indian burial ground. Yeah, yeah. The white folks came there many ages ago, and it's in stone. It's actually in stone about who the first white folks that came there and stuff. How they quit claiming the land for themselves after this strange disease spread it throughout the Indians, and it wiped the whole Indian race out of Saginaw, right? And after everybody was wiped out, they waited a few years for the disease to settle down. Coincidentally, then it was called Fort Saginaw. Then they moved their ass into there, and that's what all the major cities, even a lot of lakes, around the United States, a lot of major lakes used to be Indian or black indigenous cities until they flooded them. All of this is indigenous land. America is indigenous land for real. All of it. I'm doing dry van. I never did tanker. I did flatbed as well. Flatbed is cool. Summertime, it's cool. Spring, summer. Wintertime is a hell no for me. Hell no. I did reefer as well. Reefer is loud. Oh, I hate that damn unit. They pay good, but the damn unit is loud. You can't sleep. It's hard to sleep. And I think I'd be doing something. I'll be in my drive van. I pull up at the stop. I'm ready. About to go to sleep. And somebody with that damn reefer unit pull up. But yeah, I did reefer. I did flatbed. Done dry van. Yup. All lessons learned. That flatbed paid the most. I ain't gonna lie. That flatbed was nice. Yeah, that flatbed was nice. I ain't gonna lie. But Came the winter time. That was a no-no. I got off the road. That tarp is heavy. That tarp is 100 pounds. Is he really this tall? Get the fuck out of here. Look how he, what the fuck? Look how he looking. Bro, I know I ain't tripping, bro. This motherfucker was damn near tall as the city. Tall as the ceiling, excuse me. This motherfucker was a giant, yo. I'm not even lying. My man at the coffee machine looking like, what the fuck? I know he don't work here. He gotta be a truck driver too, cause yo, homie was tall. Damn. Yep, stolen land. Stolen land. Mass genocide to have this motherfucker. I love history, and I realized, and what I discovered kind of pushed my family away from me. Even my closest family. You would, bro. My family ain't from Africa. My family are indigenous people. They have always been here, yo. They have always been here. I was outcasted for a while because I'm telling these niggas like, bro, y'all, somebody gonna have to prove to me that my family, our bloodline comes directly from Africa. Nobody could prove that. Nobody can prove that. There's a lot of people in the hood think they come from Africa. They are indigenous people. What they say? Didn't they say you got Cherokee in your family? Oh, my grandma's an Indian. So what the fuck is you? My great-great-grandmother was an Indian. She had Blackfoot, Cherokee, such and such. Blah, blah. So what do you think is in your blood? What do you think is in your blood? You made in the image of your creators. Yeah, Lake Mead, all these Great Lakes, my brother. All these Great Lakes used to be indigenous black towns, black cities. We definitely had that shit, but it was definitely destroyed. It was destroyed. All of these Great Lakes, all of these major cities, all of these major cities sit on indigenous land. There's a whole nother city up underneath the cities. There's a lot of shit that's still intact and still have not yet been destroyed. A lot of shit just covered up. This land is ancient. Even when you drive through the country and they tell you, oh, look at that mountain over there. I know what a mountain look like. A lot of these are tree stumps, giant tree stumps. These are not mountains. These are giant tree stumps. And for real, this land is ancient. Remember, this was the New World. They came over to the New World. America was the New World. Why do you think everybody come over here? All land is ancient. But I'm really just talking about America right now. How a lot of black people has been categorized. I hate even saying the word black people. A lot of our indigenous, native, indigenous people have been categorized as Negro, black, Afro-American. Like them derogatory names. Those names like black. I'm a black man. That shit crazy, bro. It's really like, I didn't understand that shit until I really started studying politics, courts, how they identify people in courts and shit like that. That's what really woke me up. Black is a description of a color. It doesn't describe a nation of people. That's like walking around saying, I'm a purple man. I'm a yellow man. I'm a green man. Niggas are delusional. Because we're copper. This is brown. My hair's black. You know what I'm saying? This is black, right? This seat is black. This is black. You know what I'm saying? Copper. This is brown. And to say you're black is to take you out of a I didn't know this shit, bro. How deep this shit really is when it comes to the courts and how the police look at you, politics, how things law. You ever heard the Christian black codes? You ever heard of that? Have y'all ever heard of that? Christian black codes, which is still in effect if you want to call yourself black. Anyway, that's a whole that's a whole nother live. I could really break that down to a whole nother live. Man, when they put us in African Americans, then Africa is my family trade off. Yeah, plantation in Michigan, so that let alone makes me feel different. You know, they taught us some crazy shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? And I really had to start thinking for myself. Double. I had to really start thinking for myself. I had to do my own research. Like my even my own like blood family was like, "What the fuck is you doing? Like, why is you looking this up? We're from Africa, but you can't prove it." See, that's part of the generational curses. Is taking on what somebody's saying and not doing our own research. Even I even spoken to other Africans and other brothers from across the world, and they be looking at us like, "What people really believe?" We don't even look like we're from like. Look at me and look at an African for real, for real. Look at a real deal indigenous African. We do not look the same. We're not the same people. We're not the same people. They're darker. They're almost purple for real. There are so many. It's crazy to think just a lot of history has been wiped off, wiped away, and a lot of it hasn't. A lot of this shit is in stone. A lot of our history is in stone. Even look at the Egyptians. Look at the Egyptians. The Egyptian animals, the depictions of the Egyptian animals are American origin. Anubis, the dog, he's like a jackal, American. You know, you got they got all type of crazy shit. The what is that? The crocodile. All of these animals really are indigenous to America. The eagle, the falcon,
Yesterday I found that screwdriver 2 hours later.
indigenous animals to America. How you doing? Yes,
Just had to make sure.
absolutely. Anyway, I think she just wanted to speak to me. Like, why else? I can understand. I can, oh yeah, I'm hoodied up. I'm hoodied up. I don't look like a driver today. I don't look like a driver today. I'm chilling. Yeah, this land is ancient, yo. A lot of my brothers and sisters, yo, don't come from Africa. They from right here. They need to ask. They need to really ask their grandparents. They need to really ask their older folks for a history lesson. They told y'all we got Cherokee in our family. Blackfoot. Where do you think? What if you think if that was already acknowledged? Then what do you think is in your blood? If you got this in your blood, you ain't come from no Africa. Your people has already been here. I should really say this for another live, but I'm gonna talk about it for a second. It's true. It's true. I remember going to the doctor's office with my mom, and we had a Nigerian doctor, and she used to always say stuff about slavery and shit like that, and he'd be looking at her like, "What are y'all talking about? This slavery, these ships?" Like he was so confused. I would never forget his facial expression because she used to always go off into the slavery and all this BS, and he'd be looking like, where did this slavery stuff come from? What is this shipping stuff? What are you talking about? What do you mean? And I just I would never forget that. I would never forget that, and that stayed with me for years. That stayed with me for years. And I had another brother from years later. I forgot exactly where he was from. He went from Saudi Arabia, nothing of that nature, but he's an Arabic brother. And he used to always tell me, and we used to train together. We do martial arts together. He used to come up to me and be like, "Why do your people believe they're black? Why do your people believe they're African American?" And I remember the first time he said that shit to me, because he followed my posts and stuff, because I used to always post about this stuff. Like, those are derogatory names. That is not who you are as a people. That is derogatory. That's to call somebody a Negro, Afro American, black is no different than calling them a nigger, because you're taking them out of a category of a nation of people, right? That describes it. Hear what I'm saying? If you're Asian, you come from Asia. If you're Australian, you come from Australia. You know what I'm saying? You come from a continent. You come from a landmass, right? Black people don't come from a land. Purple people don't come from a yellow, red, right? Orange people don't represent orange colors. Don't represent people. That's deep, Skylar. That's definitely deep. That's deep. That's deep. And I'm not getting on this live saying slavery didn't happen, because that shit definitely did happen. That shit definitely did happen. But what I'm saying is, everybody didn't come from Africa. You didn't put millions of fucking people. Think about what I'm saying here. We didn't even have electronics and shit like that. So we think a whole wooden ship. You putting hundreds, maybe the thousands of people on a wooden ship, right? Right? On a wooden ship, and you're taking months to sail across the ocean. That ain't fucking happen. That ain't happened for sure. That didn't happen. With the disease, the scarcity of foods, the rough. Do y'all see how rough it is in the seas, yo? Even with the when they be out there with the giant ships, you see how rough that shit is. You ever watch them fishing channels? Hmm. You ever watch them fishing channels where they be out there in the rough ass seas at night? You can't convince me. You can't convince me that a whole fucking wooden ship holding hundreds to thousands of slaves took months, made it through that shit. Made it. Ain't no shit making it across. Ain't no shit making it across the ocean through that. Not through that. And you live to tell the story? Not through that. No. That didn't happen. I think to myself, where did all the great pyramid builders go? The great mound builders. Hmm? What happened to the Incas, the Aztecs, the Egyptians? What happened to the Mayans? Because they gave the world a false narrative like, hey, these people disappeared. We don't know what happened to the Mayans, the Incas, the Aztecs. We talk about the smartest people on the planet. We talk about scientists, alchemists, biologists, engineers. Where did all these great people go? Because they didn't just vanish. They put that shit on Discovery, National Channel. Like, hey, we don't know where these civilizations went. They just vanished. Can anybody take a wild guess where they went? I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I want to get married one day. I really do, but it just got to be to the right woman. It got to be to a woman who wants to be married. It got to be to a woman who wants, wants to have children, who wants to be a wife, who wants to be a woman. And majority of the women over here in America, bro, they don't want to be women. They want to be masculine. They don't want to have children. They dealing with a whole bunch of trauma and shit. Oh, I gotta heal from my childhood, and like, bro, we fucking adults, bro. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, yo? Ever heard of the Anunnaki? Absolutely. Absolutely. The engineers, what was that movie? The movie Prometheus. Prometheus really woke me up for sure. That let me know, like, oh yeah. Even when you look at the planet, look at all the different species and creatures that's here. You can't tell me this planet ain't based off of experiment. Fucking scientific planet with a whole bunch of different species. So many. So many. Prometheus was a damn good movie. I love it. It was a great movie. It really tells you about the origin, how people came to be. Why are we really here? Really, we just here just to be slaves for real, just to operate, to dig for minerals. That's what this is about. I don't even think it's about any type of luxury. That's why as men, we're strong, we're physically stronger, we're faster, we're smarter. We're meant to put in labor. We're meant to be labored. We're meant to do hard work, for real. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Egyptians. I take a lot, I learned a lot from them because they was one of the very first people on this planet. Very great engineers, smart architects, smartest architects, builders on this ever to ever exist, to ever exist, to ever exist. I can only imagine what their doctors was like, you know. And honestly, you probably didn't even need a lot of that because what they have to deal with a whole bunch of GMO and processed foods and shit that we're dealing with today. They ate from the earth. The sun is information, right? Boom. You want to food is information, so we eating from the earth. We eating information. But when all that shit went away, and I don't know how things changed. I really don't. I wish I had, I can go back in time and be like, what the fuck really happened? But most likely, probably war. War. It's always been number one. Technically, the Aztecs were around the Egyptians, but this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying. Like they're all descendants from each other, right? But you got National Geographic Discovery is saying, hey, all of these great pyramid builders, that these great people that live, they just vanished. They just vanished. See, that's the problem. See, when you actually wake up and you realize, ain't nobody vanished. Ain't nobody vanished. These people are are alive today. Well, not them specifically, but their descendants are alive today. Who are their descendants? Hmm? Who are the descendants of these great pyramid builders, the Egyptians, the Aztecs, the Incas, the Mayans? Where are the descendants today? I can help you out. They have been reclassified. They was called Indians. They have been reclassified and reduced to Negroes, Afro Americans, Hispanics, Latinos is what Europeans identify them as. But if you ever caught wind that you descend from a great nation of people, it's going to empower you. It's going to awaken your DNA. You're gonna realize, like, damn, my people don't come from the slaves. My people come. I descend from the greatest pyramid builders, scientists, architects of all time. I descend from royalty. Your blood, like that old blood. Okay, I'm not even about to really go there. But all I'm saying is, we descend from royalty. We descend from royalty. We are alive. We are alive. They just been reclassified. From my dad before he passed out my family. Also comes from royalty in Belgium. See, a lot of us, my brother, a lot of us descend from royalty for real. We real deal come from royal bloodlines. And if you ever woke up and realized that shit, the game's over. Because the people that's faking like they come from the royal, well, they come from their own bloodline. But that's their bloodline. When you realize this is you already home. We already home. For real, for real. But it's unfortunate, when you just don't know who you are. I remember in school, that's the first thing they taught us. Hey, you all descend from slaves. Like that fucks with your psyche as a kid. When you got a European teacher teaching you this shit, like y'all come from slaves, and the best y'all could do was Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Harriet Tubman. Like that's what they taught us in school, bro. That shit was crazy. Like that really fucks with your psyche, cause now, as a young kid, you're thinking, okay, I don't come from nothing. I come from slaves, and I ain't shit. I would never be shit, and I'm not shit. My family ain't shit. We're just dogs, and like that really plays on your mind. So you're going to grow up and go through life as being mediocre. You're going to go through life like I just exist, not knowing you descend from royalty. It's royalty in your blood right now. Yeah, everything's about following. You know what I'm saying? And I was shunned from my family, bro. They were looking at me like, "The fuck you doing, bro? Like you tripping? You tripping? You learning? You really trying to figure out where you come from?" Yes, motherfucker. Cause that's part of the generational curses. We just keep passing down words, but nobody's showing proof of nothing. I'm a man of action. I need to see some proof. I know how it feels to be the black sheep, brother. But you are the one. The black sheep is the one. You're Neo. You're the one to wake up your bloodline, to make them see this. Like this is real. I, I, I don't believe in the history that the Europeans have put in front of us. Some pieces of it, slightly. They're gonna give you half of it, but it's really up to you to really use your logical thinking. Use your logical thinking. I had to really start thinking. And for a long time, I thought I was crazy. For a long time, I thought I was crazy. But my spirit just kept telling me something different. I kept getting these visions, even when I go to sleep. Even at night, I couldn't even sleep. Like there's this familiar energy. I don't know who this woman is, but it's the spirit. She's waking me up in the middle of the night. And bro, I can't really. It's crazy because I can go to sleep and not know nothing, and I wake up like I just downloaded some information from out of the ethers or some shit. I just woke up knowing certain shit. It's just really like start researching, and it just let me know, bro. Information is all around us. It really is in the ethers. Fit in with anything they did, so I separate with. You gotta go your own way. You can't go with the crowd. The crowd get you killed. The herd to get you killed. Everybody don't have that inner voice. That's what's crazy. That's what tripped me out. 'Cause that used to trip me out in school. I tell people I be talking to myself. They're like, "What? You talk to yourself? How do you talk to yourself? Like, what is that like? Like, you really don't have an inner voice? Like, that's how you problem solve. Like, how are you problem solving every day? Like, you don't have an inner dialogue, that inner voice." Yeah, you literally feel brand new because sleep, that's one thing they haven't taught us. For real, sleep is us travel. That's real.